Hi, love bugs. Part 2. So this one's pretty straightforward, and most of y'all guys got it correct. So Josh has 3 fish in each of 5 buckets. So right off the bat, what do you think you're going to be doing? And you are correct, 3 times 5. He then releases 4 fish. So what is he doing from them? He's releasing them so he doesn't have any more. Which expression matches it? I'm going to use F. We know that we have to do this one first, minus 4. So this one is the correct answer. Most of y'all guys got it right, so good job. And let's go down to the next one. Multi-step. This one I will agree with y'all. I thought this one was kind of tough, but I wanted to include it as a challenge. So it says, Terrell has 8 nickels. Heather buys twice as many nickels as Terrell. So what is she doing? Twice as many. So you're timesing by 2. Heather spends 4 nickels to buy a pencil. Each nickel is worth 5 cents. Which expression shows how many cents Heather has left? So we don't want to know how many coins she has. We want to know how much cents she has, how much money she has. All right, so let's first of all start breaking this down. So Terrell has 8 nickels. Heather has twice as many, so we know we're timesing by 2. Okay. Heather spends 4 nickels, so minus 4. And then each nickel is worth 5 cents. Well, I know I need to, whatever that answer is, I got to times the whole thing by 5 cents. So times 5, but wait a minute. If I did times 5, that would just, according to PEMDAS, I would have to do this 4 times 5 before I did the subtraction. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to put some brackets in. So this one is the correct answer. And you know what? I'm looking at this closer. I just randomly made up a problem and I stuck it in there. And that one would have worked as well because 16 times 5, and then minus 4. No, that one would not have worked. Never mind. That one was close, but it could not be that because you would do 16 times 5, and that would give you a big number, and then you would only be minusing 4 cents, and you should want to minus 20 cents because 4 nickels is worth 20 cents. Okay, that's why that one is not the answer. And let's switch it back, and we are going to do question number 7. There. All right, Miss Harrison writes a numeric expression on the board that has a value of 16. Which expression does Miss Harrison write? This one's pretty straightforward. All you have to do is solve it. So 15 plus 3 is 18 minus 14. Well, that's going to be 4 divided by something or another. Then down here, 20 minus 4 is 16 divided by 2. Well, that's 8, so that can't be it. Right here for this one, 5 plus 1 is 6, times that by 3, and that equals 18. Well, that can't be it. So now you have down here this last one, 5 times 3 is 15. And then now you have to do it. So 13 plus 18 is going to be 31. 31 minus 15, because now you have to go in the correct order. 31 minus 15, 6, 1. And judging by how scattered out these answers are, a lot of y'all guys, it looks like you didn't solve it. You just kind of randomly picked, so you must have been stumped. But this one is the correct answer. Question 8, which one has a value of 1? So the same exact thing. And once again, it looks like a lot of y'all guys were confused by this one because I can tell by how scattered the answers are. All right, so let's start with this one. 9 times 2 is 18. 4 times 3 is 12. So, 12. And that's still in our brackets. So now we have to solve 18 plus 12 is going to be 30. Plus 30, I know I'm writing crosswise, equals 60. That is definitely not a value of 1. This one I can't really see all the way, so I'm going to skip it. Now we come down here, looking at this one. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 3 times 4 is 12. That's brackets. Once again, that is going to be 30. And, oh no, I accidentally got this one a little bit too much. Okay, and 30 minus 30. So this whole bracket is 30, and now you have 30 minus 30. Well, that equals 0, so that can't be it. Last one, down here, this one. 9 plus 2 is 11, minus 4 plus 3 is 7. And then times that all by 30. 11 minus 7 is 4. Times that by 30. Well, that equals 120. That's definitely not the answer. So then the only one you have left is that one right here. That was question 8. I think, let's see, how many more minutes do I have on this? 5 minutes. Okay, I've got enough to do some more. Which number is divisible by 2, 3, and 6? Looks like everybody got that correct pretty much because that was on last week's quiz. So I'm not going to worry with that one because almost everybody got it correct. So question 10, Haley received, oh my gosh, y'all. I thought this one was pretty simple and it threw me off by how many people missed it. All right, so Haley, she received 33 text messages on Saturday, which were 18 fewer than she received on Sunday. So on Saturday, she received 33. That was 18 fewer than Sunday. How many text messages T did Haley receive on Sunday? All you had to do was add those up. 51. A lot of people subtracted them. And that would have given you 15. That was not the correct answer. You had to read it closely. Like I said, I was really surprised so many people missed that one. Because I think a lot of y'all guys just kind of got tired at the end or something. All right, this one was a little bit tough, but I thought y'all could handle it. All right. At a bake sale, 6 people each sold 2 dozen oatmeal cookies. How many dozens? 2 dozen. You have to read this one very closely, and I should have wrote multi-step in front of it. But I guess I didn't because it was a PEMDAS. Each person eats 2 cookies and then delivers the remaining cookies to a bake sale. Which equation could be used to find C, the number of oatmeal cookies at the bake sale? Let's start breaking it down because this one can get confusing. All right, so 6 people. They're each going to bake 2 dozen cookies. How many are 2 dozen cookies? You need to figure that one out first. Well, a dozen is 12, and each person's baking 2 dozen, right? And then I know that whatever that answer is, I'm going to have to times that by 6 because each of the 6 people brought 2 dozen oatmeal cookies. Well, hold on. So each person then eats 2 cookies. All right, so I know I'm going to be minusing because they're eating the cookies. So each person, so that's 6 people, and they each ate 2. And then that's going to equal C. So here's how I would write it. Now let's see if my answer is, or something close is down there. So 6 times 2 times 12. Well, I have 6 times 2 times 12. Okay, they just have it in a different order, so far so good. And 2 times 6, that's good, but I don't have any brackets or parentheses. There's just this minus sign. But according to PEMDAS, I have to do I have to do multiplication before I can do my subtraction. So if I did all my multiplication here, all my multiplication here, then I would have to subtract them. So that would work. Now let's check the second answer. 6 times 12, well, that would tell me if they only baked 1 dozen cookies. And a lot of people chose this because, look right here, 15 people chose it, and only 16 people chose the right answer. They didn't read this closely where it says each one makes 2 dozen cookies. All right, so then most people chose this one. 2 times 12. So they've read that there's 2 dozen cookies. And they read that each person, or they did the 2 times 12. And they read that each person eats 2 cookies. So they got part of it correct. But They just need to have it